Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Set up. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Greystone, Travis. Set up.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Here we go.
Hey, Wahoo!
58 to Mike. All right. Here we go.
Look, squeeze.
Hey, let's get there. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Block now on first down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike, 49. I'm coming.
Protein spill. Hey. Five.
Block now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, Charlie.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Get it.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready. 18, Gator.
Man, I got you.
Go.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Delta!
Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st down, Chargers.
Set, 80!
Check 45 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
John 80!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Set 180! Set 180! 0.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 45. Mike.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey! Ready!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Rivers. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st down, Locke. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Locke going to bring the offense up, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Don't get nervous. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, orbit.
49 the mic. 49 the mic. Hey, watch your leg.
From the 39, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft, his teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Locke gets this to Hamilton. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I got one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Rivers now. It's complete to Watt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red Delta!
Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's got Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He'll get this to Eckler. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. X3. 218, chop it. Back. Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
90, Wolf.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, we got
Get it.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike's 49.
Go.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
65. 65. Out.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Ready.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I'm on down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's a party now. 5.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Time to go. Night. Mike's 49.
Hey, Charlie.
Okay, double up.
Shoot.
Again, it's Locke. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Check 50.
Go.
49 to Mike. 49.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
New draw Porkers. Bravo.
Mike's 49. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, Delta.
Locke looks to throw it again. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check 45.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go, 5.
Here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Single receiver.
No! Get it!
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I got you, boy.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
180! 180!
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch the run.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey, exit.
Yo.
Ready?
From midfield, here's Locke. Open man, here's Hamilton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Block now to throw. Letting one go. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Topper!
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. 90. Wolf.
Go. Go.
Watch twist. Greystone. Travis.
Twist.
Hey. Wahoo. Hey. Shoot.
From the 29, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Smooth.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Stop your whining.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Lights. 5. Yeah.
Now Locke again. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready?
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, Charlie.
They're running it. .49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Hey, go.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
And watch that. And watch the ball. 49, guys.
5.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the interception here, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The lone 2nd remains now in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
152 fighter. Bravo.
.49's the mic. Watch 49. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 49.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bang, 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 bang.
General West.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, Delta.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go. Here we go.
Get it.
Locke going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Go now.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
218, chop it. Hey, zoom. Ready.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Joey Bosa. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check hot route. Hey, Rocket. Hey, Orbit.
45, Mike, 45.
3rd and long for Rivers. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Red!
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Hey, Haywood.
45 is the Mike.
Plus right.
Rivers on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. To throw, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Allen, the intended receiver. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
To throw is Rivers. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check, check, check.
Hey, Sam off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Check, check, check. Check 99. Check 99.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
4 down, 4 down.
Now. Go.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Completes it to Watt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
He's back to throw.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
60 outlaw. Coming. Hey, wahoo. Hard, hard. Fire.
Now Locke. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Locke going to throw it here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hamilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I smell fear in that offense. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Hey, let's go.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill, kill, kill.
Ready, ready.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Yeah. Beat them.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks.